Welcome into Bell Vernon Area High School, and apologize to everyone who's finding us late. We are now moving to YouTube, some technical difficulties here tonight. So again, thank you for bearing with us, but we are now streaming at least tonight's game here on YouTube, and we will resolve every other issue we have with this after the conclusion of this game, but we wanted to make sure we could bring it to all of you out here this evening on MVI Live. As for Laurel Highlands, it's the Shields, Gallagher, Bullish, Krisner, and Kavanaugh in the starting rotation here tonight. And on the other side of things for Bell Vernon, the 6'3" sophomore guard Zion Moore, 5'9" sophomore guard Trevor Kovac, the 6'3" sophomore forward Alonzo Wade, 6'3" junior forward Quinton Martin, and the 6'5" junior forward Braden Locks for Bell Vernon here this evening versus Laurel Highlands. As Bell Vernon 9-9 overall, 4-3 in section play. LH 15-2, 6-1 in section play. Bell Vernon lost the opening game this year to Laurel Highlands 69-64 as we will see if Bell Vernon can avenge the earlier season loss at the hands of this Laurel Highlands Mustangs squad. As players to look at, Zion Moore for Bell Vernon. Zion leading scorer, 24.5 points per game, 6.1 rebounds, shooting 53.7% and 34.5% from beyond the arc as we get set to start here between Gallagher and the Mustangs and the Leopards, led by Martin and Zion Moore.
We're on YouTube now?
We are on YouTube now. And sorry for all the early technical issues here this evening, as there's Zion Moore up top. Zion kicks it out to Alonzo Wade. Wade pedaling back. Alonzo Wade, left wing. Wade back up top, bounce pass Zion Moore. Moore into Kovac. Kovac inside, taken away. That's by Mason Bullish. Bullish at 11 in the opening meeting, into the backcourt, off the hands of Martin. There goes to Shields, right hand up and in as Keandre to Shields starts the scoring here this evening.
Bell Vernon starting off a little bit sloppy already. They gotta get over those mistakes early. They're not going to be able to win a basketball game turning it over.
As inside, Wade right side, kick out Locks. As there's Zion, foul line, right elbow. Now it's taken by Alonzo Wade. Wade right side, stops up, puts it up, no good. Krisner the rebound. As back the other way, here comes Bullish. Make that Krisner. Blaze Krisner swings it over to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher pressured tightly by Trevor Kovac. Kovac all over Gallagher as Gallagher, top of the key, kicks it off to the Shields, left wing. Keandre pulls the trigger, iron out, rebound by Zion Moore. As back the other way, here comes Zion Moore. Moore, right block, lays it up, off the iron, no good. Rebound grab by Bullish. Bullish back the other way in the right wing. As Bullish to Gallagher. Gallagher down the lane with the reverse, as Rodney Gallagher increases the Laurel Highlands lead. Up top, that's Alonzo Wade. Wade inside, Locks, deflects off the fingertips, Braden Locks, right side, back to Wade. Alonzo to Zion. Zion Moore pulls up, mid-range jumper, knocked down. A tough shot goes for Zion Moore.
Very nice shot by Zion. A little bit of a fadeaway. Rodney played excellent defense. I'd like to see them get some picks on Rodney from maybe Locks or Quinton, just to free Zion up a little bit more.
As that one knocked down As Keandre DeShields gets his second bucket of the game. 6-2 lead for Laurel Highlands over Bell Vernon. 4 for DeShields, 2 for Zion Moore. 5:17 remaining here in the quarter as Alonzo Wade puts it up and in.
That was a nice take. That was all set up by the pick from Braden Locks over on the left wing, and Alonzo was able to get to the hoop pretty easily after that.
As far side, right side, that's Mason Bullish into the front court as Bullish swings it over, driving baseline. Krisner to Kavanaugh, off the window and in. 2 more for the Mustangs. It's 8-4, Laurel Highlands on top. As first bucket of the game for Patrick Kavanaugh. Now right wing Alonzo Wade. Wade driving, right block spinning, and a travel violation on Alonzo Wade.
Alonzo looks a little bit indecisive out there.
Alonzo only had 5 points in the opening meeting. Someone you need to step up if you're Bell Vernon. DeShields, a mammoth start to the game.
Way too easy.
6 points for Keandre DeShields in the first 3:30. There's Zion. Iron and out. Rebound by Q. Martin tries the up and under off of Quinton and out. Back the other way. Gallagher, the trigger, flips it into Bullish. Bullish brings it up over the timeline into the front court. Mason Bullish surveys right side. Now it's Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher setting the screen is Kavanaugh. Gallagher right wing pulls up. Got it. Rodney Gallagher up to 5. And Laurel Highlands rolling in the opening 4. 13-4 advantage for the Mustangs as there goes Zion. Stripped away, but stepping on the boundary was Gallagher. Giving possession back to the Leopards as Tommy Davis will check in for Braden Locks. He's filled in for Locks while missing some time.
Yes, and Tommy Davis has played very well for Bell Vernon so far in this season.
As flipped up top, there's Zion Moore. 13-4 LH leads. Zion steps into a pass, but Davis wasn't looking. Straight out of bounds it goes. Possession back to the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands. As there's Rodney Gallagher as a foul up top.
Illegal pick. I'd like to see Bell Vernon try to play a little bit faster in this game. I mean, they come down, they set up that offense. I'd like to just see them attack a little bit more as opposed to trying to work it around so much.
As there's Kovac into the front court, 13-4. Advantage in favor of Laurel Highlands. Foul went against Kavanaugh. That's his first, team first. 3:25 remaining in the first as Kovac gets it off to Alonzo Wade. Wade left wing. Wade jump stop off the window, no good. Rebound, put back won't fall. Now it's Wade. Wade off the window and in. Alonzo Wade.
He had 4 points early against, nice job. Good defense.
Zion Moore the steal, and he's fouled trying to toss it in.
Yeah. Good hustle by Zion. They did a little trap, and they got it out and went for it. Alonzo got off to a 4-point start early up at Laurel Highlands. Tonight also he has 4 of Bell Vernon's first 6. He's going to the bench right now, him and Quinton and Trevor Kovac. We have 3 subs in this game. Curdy Wade, Diabre Lightfoot, and Evan Polot's making his first entrance into the game early.
Polot has it there, out to Diabre Lightfoot in the right wing. 2:50 remaining in the first. Now it's Zion Moore. Moore guarded loosely by Rodney Gallagher, screened by Davis. Up top, that's Zion, guarded by Keandre. Keandre, the steal, and the put in for 2. Keandre DeShields.
You thought he was going to dunk it, didn't you?
I was ready for it, Naz. It did not come. Keandre, I think, was ready for it, too.
He was, but he decided to make sure that he made the bucket, which was a smart move on his part.
As up top, there is Diabre now taken over by Zion. Zion Moore, right wing, top of the key, foul line, Moore. Down low, kick out, Curdy to Diabre, pulls up, Lightfoot banks it, no good. Rebound grabbed down by Kavanaugh. Back the other way, here comes the Shields. Transition three, banks no good. Pull out, now Lightfoot off to Zion.
I'm not sure that was a bank. I think that was just an air ball.
As Zion right elbow puts it up over Gallagher and out of bounds. Gallagher fired up with that defensive effort.
Joe Salvino's doing a lot of early subbing in this game. 3 at a time.
Making sure his squad stays fresh here in this mammoth game for Bell Vernon, trying to get back in the win column against one of the top 2 teams in the section.
Well, what we've seen all season long from Bell Vernon is they get off to these slow starts and then pick up in the second half. Hopefully it won't be too slow of a start for them here early.
As back iron no good by Schwartzberger. Is back the other way. Here comes Alonzo Wade. Wade working in. Alonzo no good. Kavanaugh affects the shot. Rebound by Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher pulls up left wing, and he's fouled on his way down the boundary as Rodney Gallagher draws the first Leopard foul of the evening. Goes against Diabre Lightfoot, his first, team first. Schwartzberger to trigger on the near side. And so flip it into Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher over the timeline, guarded by Lightfoot. Gallagher rolling right side, stops up. Gallagher tries to spin, kicks it near side. As Schwartzberger back up top, Rodney resets the offense. Rodney Gallagher changing direction, pulls up. Gallagher puts it down again. Rodney Gallagher up to 8.
You know, Rodney Gallagher is going to West Virginia on a football scholarship, but everybody forgets his freshman season, he was offered a basketball scholarship from the University of Pittsburgh.
6 for Wade, had plenty more to go along with that, including Illinois, Penn State, West Virginia, where he still might play some college basketball.
Doors open.
He
could play.
I think part of the reason he stayed in school and didn't enroll early at West Virginia was that opportunity, as Martin forces the turnover. 10-point lead here for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Kovac, Locks, Martin, Wade, and Moore, the starting 5 back in for Bell Vernon.
Another thing about Rodney staying in and playing high school basketball this season is he could pull something off that a lot of kids won't be able to ever say in their life, and that's he might be able to win 3. Those were some good moves by Alonzo.
And Alonzo Wade draws the foul with 20.6 seconds remaining here in the first.
What I was saying was he might be able to pull off winning 3 WPIAL championships in 4 years in his high school career.
As Alonzo Wade will shoot 2 on the season. Alonzo just a 42% free throw shooter. Already has more points in the first quarter than he had in the first meeting with Laurel Highlands, as that one rims out for Alonzo Wade.
He needs to take his time a little bit more on the foul line here.
Alonzo to cut it to single digits. Iron up, out, rebound, saved by Locks, right to Kovac. Got the Shields in the air, no good. Martin the putback for 2. As Quinton Martin enters the scoring conversation. 8-point lead for LH. Gallagher turns it over. Zion the steal, and Zion can't finish. Rebound ripped down, and a foul drawn by Trevor Kovac.
That would have been a huge bucket by Zion if they could have got that to go down. That layup just rolled off, but nice play by Martin and Kovac there.
As at the buzzer, no good, way off the mark. 18-10 lead in favor of Laurel Highlands over Bell Vernon after one here on MVI Live, as Laurel Highlands came out red hot. Bell Vernon, another one of those games where we've seen them have a very sloppy start to play, and the question is, is Bell Vernon ever going to find a way to put together a complete basketball game?
Well, I can tell you this, one quarter is in the books and they're off to a slow start again. So, you know, I really don't know what to say about putting together a full game. Well, I hope everybody got a chance to switch over here to MVI Live where we're broadcasting this game at right now. We had technical difficulties. Our host crashed earlier today. So we're sitting here on YouTube. We're going to see if we could also get it up on the Mirror Deck site.
Let's see if I can at least get a blast out there to everyone watching as well. Make sure they know where to turn over to.
Okay, starting the second half, you have the starting 5 for both teams, it looks like. Nope, 32's in the game for Laurel Highlands, so you got...
That's Antoine Black. Just earlier this week, picked up a Division I football offer at Black. His first from Penn State. As there's Gallagher, now Black. Black got injured early on in the first meeting between these two teams as the Shields turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed down by Bullish. As Bullish driving, Bullish bounce pass or a swing pass, as you say, off to Keandre to Shields. As now through the legs of Kavanaugh and out of bounds.
Okay, Bell Vernon has a chance to cut into this lead early here in the second. 7:32 remaining in the half. There it goes.
As kick out, Kovac left alone, side iron out. Gallagher off to the Shields. Here comes Keandre, down low, Bullish around the cylinder and in. As Bullish gets the Mustangs to 20 with his first bucket of the game, 7:08 remaining in the half. Zion to Alonzo. Wade guarded left wing once the screen. Locks provides. As Wade baseline drive through the hands of Braden Locks. Here comes Gallagher. Gallagher completely fouled by Zion Moore, and Gallagher wants the intentional. I do not.
He got it.
And it will indeed come.
I didn't even see it. I was watching the rest of the players come down the court. So I really didn't see what happened there.
Yeah, Zion just grabbing the hand once Gallagher moved by, and Rodney Gallagher knocks it down. There's 2 for Gallagher, 9 and 10 in the game for Rodney Gallagher. As Laurel Highlands 2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far in this one, and they get the basketball up by 12. Gallagher up top, Rodney top of the key, now shuffling right. Gallagher back up top, elevates for 3, iron out, and saved by Bullish on the near sideline. Now Black back to Bullish off the fingertips of Kovac. Black left alone in the corner. Iron unkind to Antoine Black. Back the other way, there's Moore, Zion Moore. Trying to get it going, just 2 points. Q driving, Martin right block, no good. Locks back to Martin, puts it up and 1 for Quentin Martin. As Martin up to 4, gets the Leopards up to 12.
Yes, Braden Locks exerting himself made that happen. Quentin was able to scoop the ball up and get it up in there.
As Martin, iron and in. Quentin Martin, the old school 3-point play.
He hasn't been shooting too bad from the free throw line, but as a team, Bell Vernon's been pretty poor so far this year. Last time I saw, I think they were 56, 57% on the season from the free throw line. I don't know if that's going to get it done or not, but this lead's cut to single digits with 6:15 remaining in the half, 22-13. Laurel Highlands.
As Laurel Highlands will burn a 30-second timeout. Earlier this year at Laurel Highlands, 69 for the Mustangs. The Bell Vernon Leopards 64 in what was a thrilling game here at Bell Vernon. Laurel Highlands is 8-2 since since 2003-2004. Last win for Bell Vernon here on their home floor 2 years ago, 64-56. But
Rodney Gallagher did not play in that game. He sat here and was interviewed by you and I. Well, were you?
I was not yet.
No.
I did the game the night before, actually, where Bell Vernon took on Elizabeth Forward as Gallagher in the backcourt.
Oh, he just missed that.
Bullish driving in, and Mason Bullish, second bucket of the quarter.
They cannot allow this secondary scoring from these other players.
Up top, Quinton Martin. Martin to Moore, pulls up, Moore ironing out as Kavanaugh boxes out. Braden Locks back the other way. Keandre DeShields. DeShields lost it. That's Wade. Alonzo, left elbow. Wade, left block, and a charge drawn by Gallagher.
I don't necessarily agree with that call. Gallagher was falling before he ever had any contact.
As Tommy Davis re-enters, he was taking care of some of Braden Locks' duties when he was out visiting schools for football, as Davis is impressed enough to earn a spot here this evening on the floor early as Zion gets it home. As Zion's second bucket of the game, 24-15. Bell Vernon working back, 5:22 remaining in the half. Rodney Gallagher up top into the front court. Gallagher screened by Kavanaugh, ducking under was Kovac as Bullish way outside drains the three. 7-point quarter for Mason Bullish. Now Wade, the left-hand floater, ironing out. Another quick empty trip for the Leopards. As Gallagher now to Shields underneath. Keandre, too easy. He's up to 10. 29-15, Laurel Highlands leading. Zion Moore. Moore to Kovac. Kovac right side. Puts it on the floor. Trevor Kovac, now Zion Moore. Moore guarded by Davis inside. Martin underneath, no good. As Quinton Martin can't finish. Back the other way, here comes DeShields, and a travel, or make it a double dribble nonetheless. A turnover by DeShields. As checking in will be Leighton and Lightfoot, but a timeout by Coach Salvino first.
I think that's a good timeout by Coach Salvino. Up to a 14-point lead with 4:27 remaining in the half. Bell Vernon needs to pull themselves together a little bit. They just can't seem to get into a rhythm as a team.
And that has kind of seemed to be their MO, and not a good MO this season for Bell Vernon.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, we come to every game anticipating them to finally put it all together, and it doesn't seem to happen yet.
And it's just almost shocking. You just expect Bell Vernon to get back to what we're used to seeing, especially with this caliber of talent, caliber of players. But they just have not been able to find that style of play this year that we're so used to. And we kind of thought maybe early on in the season, okay, well, it's just going to take some time with the football guys getting back to where they need to be. And we're halfway through the second half, and things have not changed so far this year for Bell Vernon.
Well, I'll tell you what, on paper, I was talking to some guys last night. On paper, this team looks like one of the best teams Bell Vernon has had as far as athleticism, individual skills. It's just that they are not meshing as a team yet.
And, you know, the thing is, if you can do it by the time the playoffs come, you're in good shape if you're Bell Vernon, because
right.
You're not going to be an easy out.
Right. But they got to figure it out. They have to figure it out sooner than later.
As there comes DeShields putting it up, and Keandre DeShields adds 2 more. As it has been easy for DeShields here this evening. 12 points in the first quarter for DeShields as Davis blocked by Keandre DeShields.
Yep, quick reaction, help from DeShields. That was the right play. That was the right play for Bell Vernon. That was nice. High pick. He rolled off of it. He got open. They double-teamed Zion, and he had a shot.
As outside, Quinton Martin. Martin, top of the key, left elbow. Martin drives, no good. Rebound ripped down by Keandre to Shields once again. Off another Bell Vernon miss. Back the other way to Shields. Layton from the corner, iron out. Rebound by Black. Black taken away. It's Martin the steal. Martin through two and back on the board 4-2. As Quinton Martin has 7. 31-17. Bullish driving right block. Dishes Layton. Layton up, no good. In the way was Curdy Wade.
That was good defense by Curdy.
Now Zion to Wade, and Wade fouled by Bullish.
After that good defensive play, he got out and ran hard on the break, got the ball back. Now he's going to go to the line, try to knock down 2. 3:15 remaining in the half to get him a little bit closer.
We'll see if Wade can do just that. First shot by Wade, iron and out. Bell Vernon now 1 for 4 from the line here this evening, as Zion and Pulot, Davis and Martin will take a breather. One more shot for Curdy Wade. Curdy scoreless here today. As Wade puts it up. As Curdy Wade knocking down the second, 18 for Bell Vernon. Second make from the free throw line. First point for Curdy Wade here this evening. As there's a kick to Black. Black now Bullish left alone. Bullish iron out. Gallagher back to the Shields. The Shields blocked by Tommy Davis. He returns the favor to Keandre.
And look at Tommy. He said no. He's shaking his head no. Don't come in here.
And he has been impressing as of late, Tommy Davis.
I'll tell you what, Tommy Davis improves every single game that I've seen him play so far. He's gotten better and better.
Just a sophomore is Davis. As pulling up a tough shot, but Gallagher makes it look easy. 12 for Rodney Gallagher. 33-18. The Mustangs lead the Leopards. 2:35 remaining here in the half. Zion Moore off to Evan Pulot. Pulot now taken by Lightfoot. Back to Zion. Zion Moore pulls up Moore. He's fouled.
Yeah, he's going to shoot 3 there.
Signaling just 2. As it goes against Shane Layton, the 6'3 junior, his first, team 7th, sending Zion Moore to the line. 4 points for Zion. Sixth and 7th Bell Vernon free throws today. Zion, 75%, gets a friendly roll. Moore up to 5. As Trevor Kovac re-enters for Bell Vernon, Bittner going to come back in for Laurel Highlands, as he will replace Bullish. 2:24 remaining here in the half, 33-19. The Leopards trailing the Mustangs this evening on MVI Live from Bell Vernon. They've been thrillers over the last couple seasons between these two schools. Zion Moore up, iron out, rebound ripped away. That's by Keandre to Shields. Now it's Gallagher, left wing. Rodney drives, left elbow, iron up, out, rebound by Davis. Now here comes Kovac. Trevor, top of the key, Pulot, left wing. Evan Pulot, foul line, needs help. Bounce pass out to Zion. Zion Moore. Moore right side, top of the key, Zion Moore. Now it's Kovac in the right wing. Back to Wade. Wade to Moore. Zion Moore, right wing, steps back. Moore drives again. Zion spins in, and a traveling violation on Zion Moore.
I'd like to see Pollock come out and set that pick as opposed to having Tommy Davis come out. We have Keandre DeShields watching Davis, so if you're going to set a pick and they're going to switch, you're going to get DeShields on Zion. Whereas if the boy that's watching Pollock, number 31 there, Shane Layton, comes out, that's who's going to end up watching Zion. I like that matchup a lot better.
As there's Keandre DeShields pulling up from 15, back iron out. Affecting the shot there was Zion Moore. 33-19, Bell Vernon just 9 points with 1:25 remaining here in the second as a foul on Keandre DeShields. DeShields not a fan of it. That will be his first, and it will be 1-1 for Zion Moore. Moore 1 for 2.
Bell Vernon has 1:23 to see if they can cut this down to single digits. They're going to have to really play some good defense here in the last 23 seconds in order to get it down to single digits going into the half.
Zion up and in, 6 points for Zion Moore. Give Zion another opportunity, 13-point lead for Laurel Highlands, and Zion drains them both. Up to 7 for Moore. 21 for Bell Vernon. Gallagher to Shields up front and pull up. Thinking he's playing football still.
He ran right through him.
That's going to be Evans' first, team fourth.
That does not hurt Bell Vernon at all.
Gallagher, near side inbound. Rodney Gallagher flips it back to Keandre DeShields. DeShields over the leopard logo into the front court. Keandre DeShields. Guarded by Martin now. It's Gallagher down the lane. Right hand iron up and fouled. Looks to be against Alonzo Wade, and that will be Wade's second, team fifth. Gallagher 2 for 2 at the line, 12 points. Will shoot 2 more.
Gallagher to the line, shooting 2.
First one up and in for Rodney Gallagher. Krisner re-enters. Gallagher with 1:01 remaining hits them both. Rodney Gallagher, 14 points now here in the opening quarter. As there goes Wade off the window and in.
That was a very nice take by Alonzo Wade.
Up to 8 points as Alonzo answers right back. If you're Bell Vernon, gotta find a way maybe to get it within single digits here in the last 45 seconds of the half. Now it's taken by Layton. Layton to DeShields. DeShields jump stop fouled by Davis. Tommy Davis not a fan of that one. He did not play in the first meeting between these two schools. As that will send Keandre DeShields, who is shooting 70% from the line, to the line. Wide receiver commit at St. Francis University.
He's committed?
He is committed.
He's another one I'd like to see play basketball in college.
13 now for Keandre DeShields as Laurel Highlands 5 for 5 from the line here in this one. All this quarter. DeShields right hand up, iron out. There's the first Mustang miss from the stripe. Zion with 34 seconds. No triples for Zion Moore today. Moore foul line down the lane, dishes it right to the Mustangs. Here comes Gallagher off the glass and in. 16 for Rodney Gallagher. All LH here in this one so far. As there's Wade. Wade right wing off his foot and out, and with 15.4. Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, instead of Bell Vernon being able to cut it down to single digits, they're flirting with being down 20. Well, they'll be down 15. They're 15 right now.
As up top, Gallagher with 5 seconds. Rodney, right side, Gallagher pulls up, got it! At the buzzer, Rodney Gallagher, 19 first half points. And it's 41-23. The Leopards nowhere to be found here this evening thus far.
Well, one big difference is Trevor Kovac hasn't scored yet this game. He had a big first half for Bell Vernon in the first meeting. Zion and Alonzo are playing a little bit better than they did in the first half the last time. How many does Quentin have right now?
Just, I believe, 7. He had a run there where he put up 5 points in about a minute, but besides that, Martin's been kind of quiet here this evening on both sides of the basketball.
He missed a couple layups.
And that's been big. Bell Vernon's missed multiple sets of layups here in this game as they're just kind of nowhere to be found. What we're used to be seeing, see if they can figure it out for half number 2 when we come back right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, BI Live.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. The right brands, price, and advice since 1946. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress is the Mon Valley's choice for selection, service, and savings for over 75 years. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. You're going to like us a lot. We guarantee it. Planet Roof, Pittsburgh's top roofing company, goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com. Planet Roof, Pittsburgh's top roofing company, goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com.
Back here at the half on MVI Live and the Trib Live High School Sports Network Planet Roof halftime interview here on MVI Live with the Clairton Bears. Devin Dean. Devin, first off, appreciate you coming over. Not that you guys have much of a choice today, I've told everybody, but I appreciate you doing this. Obviously, second year with a new head coach for you guys, yes. And it's a season for you that you're actually going to be able to start it.
Yeah.
So how was this whole process for you coming off that injury, getting back into the thick of things? Obviously, we got to see you this summer, but coming back from your injury to be where you're at this point.
Well, I feel like it's a new thing for everybody because of the new coach and everything. So I feel like me coming off the injury is going to be a big change for the basketball thing in Clairton. I want to change that. So we're usually a football school. I want to change it, make us more of a basketball school too, change the culture around here. So I feel like I'm going to be a big change in that.
So obviously we got to see you this summer, and you were absolutely outstanding in the games that you were able to have a field a team.
Yeah.
Sometimes that was always an issue, but how much did your play in the MVI SBL help prepare you for this upcoming season? Because we got to see you play against some really good talent and do an outstanding job.
Actually, a lot. It actually helped me get a lot of confidence back because coming off an ACL injury could be hard for someone to get back into the flow of things, especially basketball. So it definitely helped me a lot. Plus, it helped me plan a lot of new competition, other players around the whole Mon Valley. So I think it helped a lot.
So for you guys, obviously, it was a tough year. I mean, multiple players injured on your team from last season to start the year, so a lot of inexperienced players. How do you guys look to kind of flip the script this upcoming season and become a team, as you said, change the culture to make Clairton more than just a football school?
We should do a lot of more. Like we should change a lot because last year was a terrible year for us, especially since we didn't have all of our players. We have returning players like me. We have another one, Michael Wright. He should be a huge part, and we have a lot of freshmen. We should be a young team this year, but we should definitely change and make an impact in our section.
Yeah, and so you coming into this season, do you have any personal goals you hope to accomplish throughout the course of this year for Clairton?
Yes, me. I would like to make all first section team. or like all first team. And then also, I would like to lead my team in scoring this year. And I know I can't hit 1,000 points since I didn't play my junior year, but I would like to get a lot of points this year and really just help my team overall.
So, with this being, your last year, what's the plan once this season and your senior year comes to an end?
Like, what's the point? Like,
yeah,
the goal?
what's your plan? What do you hope to do in the future once your time at Clairton's done?
Oh, I want to go to college. I want to be a physician assistant, study biology, pre-medical. I don't know what college I'm going to attend to, but I did get accepted to a lot of colleges. So hopefully I want to go and be physician assistant. I don't know where though, but I might want to start my own like clinic or whatever. And yeah, I just want to stay next to sports around there. So yeah,
that's awesome. Seemed like you got your plan set up, which is absolutely great to see. But, we talked about the future, but a little bit about the past. How did you get your start in basketball? What brought you to the sport and what got you started?
Actually, my father, he's a really big basketball player. So just watching him being like when I was small or like a kid or whatever, he helped me a lot. Just find the love for basketball. I didn't always like it, but I definitely love it now. Like, it's a huge part of my life.
So, with this season, with this group of individuals, you guys know each other pretty well. You talked about some of the big key pieces for you guys, but as a group or as an individual, do you guys have any pregame things that you have to do before every game to get you ready for action?
Me personally, I just listen to music. I be in my own world until I'm locked in. But I think we should change something. I don't know what it is yet, but we will have something for this year.
So, speaking about music, the last song you hear before you take the court to start a game, national anthem. And I end every interview this way, so this is just – I started this question because I wanted to take a poll because I had a legitimate curiosity about if I was the only person who thought this. Okay. But last thing you hear, for me personally, it always – got me calmed down, got me ready to go. So is the national anthem a pump-up song? And, what goes through your head when you hear it?
I feel like once, the last, 10 seconds is a pump-up song, but I feel like the beginning is like a slow start. But once you realize that the time is now, it's all about to come in, I feel like it's a pump-up song. I feel like it gets you ready to go. It gets you ready to go.
All right, Devin, I really appreciate you taking time to do this. Good luck the rest of the year. Can't wait to see what you do throughout the course of the season.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, we'll have half number 2. This has been your Planet Roof halftime interview here on MVI Live and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. B Graphics is the Mon Valley's leading source for all your screen printing, embroidery, and printing needs. Offering creative apparel, banners, fundraisers, online stores, promotional products, and more. To find out the best option for your needs, head to bgraphics.com or visit a store in either Frederickstown or Belle Vernon. B Graphics. Hassle-free, quality-driven, and always on time. Are you interested in attending a Penn State University branch campus close to home? Dive into your future at Penn State Greater Allegheny or Penn State Fayette. Be a part of something big. Be a part of Penn State.
Back here at the half, Belle Vernon. Can they get it going? Can they get it figured out? As really the last 3 quarters the Leopards of play have been kind of abysmal. You look at that fourth quarter versus Uniontown and then the first 2 tonight, Belle Vernon. They got to remember how to play basketball starting here in the third and see if they can get back to what they are so good at doing.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see a little bit of a lineup shake-up here for Belle Vernon.
19 for Gallagher, 13 for DeShields, 7 for Bolish.
That's what I thought.
8 for Wade, 7 for Martin, 7 for Moore, and 1 for Curdy Wade.
So you have Tommy Davis starting in the second half here. in place of Braden Locks.
As Tommy Davis, he has earned that spot on the floor. Reminds me a lot of, what we've seen from Josh Jakowski and Camden Lewis in the last two SA games. It was Jakowski against Montour, Lewis against Mars. As there's Wade, no good. Alonzo tried maybe a little too much. Back the other way, Keandre to Shields. Now kicks it corner. Left corner controlled there. That's by Krisner.
Okay, good to see that they have a bigger player on Rodney Gallagher.
As Gallagher drives, kicks out, extended post, and Mason Bullish.
That's 9 points for him, right?
He's up to 9 as Bullish. He has had quick work of Bell Vernon here in this one, 43-23. As Zion for 3, got it! Much needed Zion Moore triple. First 3 of the game for Zion Moore.
That's the first 3 of the game for Bell Vernon, I believe.
As into the front court, that's Krisner rolling right side, up top Kavanaugh. Now Keandre to Shields. To Shields, left wing, pulls up, iron out, rebound, grab down, and Moore going to be fouled on the rebound opportunity by Krisner. That's his first, team first here with 6:48 remaining in the third. Make that his second, excuse me.
Okay, let's see if Bell Vernon can put anything together here to begin this third quarter.
As up top, there's Wade, left elbow, got it! Alonzo Wade for 2.
Remember we were talking about that full court pressure at halftime? They moved into it. Too easy though.
As Keandre to Shields up to 15. Driving in, Wade, stop up, kick out, Zion, got it again! Zion Moore to 13. Second triple of the game for Moore. Now it's Gallagher, right wing, Rodney Gallagher pulls up, got it back. Gallagher to 22.
I think they need to put a bigger player on Gallagher. He could just see right over top of Kovac. You give him that kind of look at the basket, he's going to knock it down all day, which he has. 22 points, where to start. Ooh.
As they're going to call a foul, Zion lost his footing, looked like slipped a little bit. Foul will go against Patrick Kavanaugh.
Foul number 15, Kavanaugh.
That's his third.
Team's second of the half.
Already the second foul on the Mustangs this quarter. Up top, Zion Moore. Now it's Martin left wing, Quinton. Foul line, Martin stops up, Martin. Now it's taken by Wade. Alonzo drives, left block, steps back. Wade to Moore. Moore drives the lane. Moore up and in. Zion Moore adds more. He's up to 15, 48-33, 5:18 remaining in the third. Now it's Keandre to Shields. To Shields, left wing, Jay, no good. Rebound by Wade. Here comes Alonzo into the front court. Wade, foul line, spinning. Wade, left block up, no good. Martin puts it back home. That's Quinton Martin to 9. And a timeout called, 30-second variety by Laurel Highlands as Bell Vernon. Maybe they figured something out to start the third.
It seems like it somewhat, huh? They're playing a lot harder, a lot more intensity, and they're playing a full court press as well. We talked about that at halftime, like I said a little earlier here. Haven't seen them really do that a whole lot this season so far, but when they get into that press situation, good things seem to happen for them.
As out of the break, Laurel Highlands will have the basketball.
One thing I'd like to see right now is them take Kovac off of Rodney and maybe move Zion Moore over to him. Okay, they did. They moved Quinton Martin over to him. Okay, that's a defender.
As into the front court, there comes DeShields. DeShields, too easy. 17 for Keandre DeShields. As Zion Moore up top, Zion to Alonzo Wade. Wade, top of the key. Wade driving, Wade. Bounce pass, Kovac. Kovac underneath, Davis off his hands and out.
That was a nice pass. Davis got to catch that. That's an easy layup.
As Keandre DeShields in no hurry. 4:25 remaining in the third. DeShields over the Leopard logo at center court. Keandre DeShields. DeShields, top of the key, right elbow, taken away. It's Martin the steal. Martin bumps off Gallagher, and Quinton Martin is the third Leopard in double digits as Martin all over his former Summer League teammate Gallagher. Gallagher has a new shadow. As Gallagher.
Zion needs to get up on Keandre.
As Martin loving it right now.
He likes playing defense, huh?
Defender on the football field as Gallagher, no good, but DeShields sends it home. That brings the LH house down. Keandre DeShields. Not the first time we've seen that. Another Leopard turnover and a foul on Trevor Kovac.
Leopard foul number 3, Kovac, his first.
Wade, Locks, Lightfoot. For Wade, Davis, and Kovac. As Curdy replaces Alonzo.
Every time Bell Vernon starts to make a move, they do something, make a mistake, and Laurel Highlands just capitalizes on it.
And it's about 3 straight trips down the floor for Bell Vernon where they have got no shot attempt, just miscommunication, easy turnovers. Bullish, great find to DeShields, got Martin in the air. And blackjack for Keandre DeShields, give him 21. As Zion step back 3, iron out, rebound Locks. Locks puts it up, no good, Lightfoot fouled. And you like to see Braden Locks be a little more physical. Play like you do on the football field a little if you're Braden.
Yes, I would like to see that for a full game. He's a big kid. I don't see how anybody could really stay with him under the boards. Even if guys could jump higher than him, he should be able to muscle them out.
Diabre Lightfoot will head to the line. 2 shot attempts for Diabre Lightfoot, the freshman, shooting 50% on the year, misses that one.
How many misses does Bell Vernon have this game so far?
Be their 4th so far. As Diabre Lightfoot. Bell Vernon 6 for 10 from the line. 54-38. As Krisner off to Gallagher. Rodney Gallagher over the divider. Gallagher. Foul line down the lane, and Rodney's shooting 2 more. Gallagher 4 for 4 from the line. 5 for 6 are the Mustangs. 2:46 remaining here in the third.
Leopard foul number 2, Moore, his second, team second and a half.
They're not giving Gallagher shots, and Rodney can't believe it. And I'm right there with him. Bullish to DeShields, Keandre DeShields, guarded now by Quinton Martin. DeShields, the bullish, picking up the pressure of Locks, back to Keandre DeShields. They had a matchup in football season as there's Gallagher ironing. You don't see that too often.
I've never seen that right there. That's amazing.
What's with these hoops today? Down to the left, we had the wire issue to start, and then obviously now there's basketball up in there.
There you go.
I'm surprised it only took 2.
Well, it's amazing that he hit it with the ball on the first try and it didn't come out.
2:29 remaining in the third. Still plenty of time for the Bell Vernon Leopards. It's been a much better quarter for Bell Vernon, but
they need to make their move now. They got to clamp down on defense and do something offensively.
Zion will try. He gets fouled on the floor, and maybe something to start looking at is the fouling. That one's on Black, but you know we have Kavanaugh. He already has a trio of fouls. He's not on the floor right now. And see if Bell Vernon can take advantage of that in some way as Bullish active hands, but Zion catch, release, irons it out. Rebound, kick out, there's Q for three, got it! A rare triple by Quentin Martin, only shoots 15% from outside.
That was huge.
14-point game, Gallagher working in, fouled again.
On the floor again. Exactly 2 minutes left in the third here.
That's big, that's Zion Moore's third foul.
Oh, that was on Zion?
Quentin thought it was on him. I bet you Bell Vernon wishes it was on him.
I thought it was on him.
Gallagher flips it into Keandre. DeShields, left wing. Keandre to Shields. No look pass, turnover. Quentin to Curdy. Wade blocks.
That's goaltending. That's a good bucket. That is a good bucket.
They call the foul on Krisner. It'll be his third.
That ball hit the backboard and he blocked it. That's a good bucket.
We'll make Curdy try to earn them now. Curdy 1 for 2. Knocks that one down. 2 points for Curdy Wade.
Back in the ballgame for the Mustangs.
As Krisner takes a break, back in is Michael Bittner, the senior. Curdy Wade with 1:51 remaining in the third, knocks it home. 3 points for Curdy Wade. Bell Vernon inching ever closer, 54-42. See if the Leopards can get it down to a single-digit disadvantage as Q the steal. Martin takes it himself, banks it in. 16 for Quentin Martin. It's a 9-point quarter for the junior. 10-point game, 1:28 remaining in the third as Diabre all over Rodney. Again, a bit of a height advantage for Gallagher and a muscle advantage as up top, a bit of a body check by Diabre, Lightfoot.
You know, that's not a problem at all.
He's getting Gallagher a little frustrated as well there.
I like how they're playing tough D. They need to do that. It's a whole lot better than Gallagher going around them or going over top of them.
It was a 10-point scoring advantage in the second for LH. An 8-point scoring advantage in the first. It's a 10-point game right now. As Gallagher around, Lightfoot from 16. Iron unkind, nobody covers Black. He can't finish. Third time and one. Keandre does Shields.
Who's that foul going on?
Goes against Quentin Martin. But Bell Vernon looked like they got bailed out of jail, but DeShields. A 10-point quarter for Keandre. Lead back to 12 to make it 13 with a 1:02 remaining. DeShields 1 for 2 from the line.
What, has he got blood on him or something?
Saw this on Tuesday at Montour. If it is blood, it was with Michael Mahalski.
I think he's just telling him to keep his mouth shut already.
Oh, already. I mean, hey, he's made it to 1:02 remaining in the third now, so not.
Joe's telling him to keep his mouth shut. Stop talking to the refs.
Here's your thing. If you're Zion, you want to make a statement, you want to make yourself known, go down and knock down some buckets. That's what Zion's good at doing. He's averaging 24.5 per game, the team's leading scorer. They need him. He has 15 right now. As DeShields, old school three-point play. That could be a bit of a backbreaker. Polott fouled. Great job getting Bullish in the air by Evan Polott. And here's the thing. One more foul. Bell Vernon shooting the rest of the way.
Right.
Unless I'm quicker than the scoreboard. And
Yeah, you are.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
I was hoping I was.
Bullish is third, team 6. Pollock to the line for 2.
Big free throws here. Oh.
No good for Evan Polott.
Davis
7 for 12. Davis and Kovac. Zion heads out.
Schwartzfeger in for the Mustangs.
Schwartzfeger re-enters. Polott needs something here. Iron says no, but followed up. Almost got him another opportunity. Another empty trip at the line for Bell Vernon. That's where they have been beaten massively here in this game as Black Schwartzfeger right in front of the gang green student section, no good. Here comes Q. Martin averaging a double-double per game this season. Martin double team, Martin to Wade Alonzo. You like to see him take it in more as he misses the easy jumper. Could have been an easy layup. Gallagher, Kovac forces it onto the deck. Now DeShields pulls back out, has Rodney with 20. Looks like LH wants to hold for one. DeShields working on Martin. Keandre DeShields up top, down to 10. DeShields, foul line, drives. DeShields to 26. Now 5 seconds remaining. There's Martin with one. Martin at the buzzer. Off the mark.
They got to within 10. Then they let a couple easy buckets there. Keandre DeShields is doing Keandre DeShields things on the basketball court.
And again, you said it. I'm right there with you. I can't believe it's not basketball for that young man. He is so talented and really didn't have a ton of basketball looks. Just pitch Johnstown was the only offer he officially announced himself. And I don't know, is that, hey, I'm focusing on football, so I'm not announcing my basketball offers. But he is so athletic, so talented. I mean, and I think that's what makes him sought after by a couple of Division I football programs and why he had the likes of Penn State, West Virginia offer him preferred walk-on spots, but they wouldn't offer him a full scholarship. And I wonder if that's him saying, I'm betting on myself right now. I'm going to go play a year at St. Francis, make a name for myself, and be maybe the next JUCO guy to go to a Power 5 school and go to an NFL after that.
I've seen a lot of players play basketball. Keandre can shoot jump shots from beyond the arc. He can take the ball to the hoop and dunk on you. He plays good defense. He does it all on a basketball court. Never seen him play football, but I know what he could do on a basketball court.
He's not bad there either, I'll tell you that. I mean,
no.
Pretty fun wide receiver to watch. High points the football.
You can throw it up in the air and nobody's going up there and getting it from him.
I mean, he's a very strong individual. Not always you see high school students put together like DeShields. And everyone talks about Quentin Martin. I mean, you probably can't see it all that well on the screen, but in person you can just see like the strength and the muscle kind of definition difference between Martin and Keandre DeShields. And that's not speaking that Martin's weak by any means. He is a very strong human being as well. It just tells you how strong Keandre is.
I'm looking right now at Zion watching Keandre. We're going to see what he could do defensively in the fourth quarter.
How about Quentin Martin, though, getting possession for the Leopards just 2 seconds in?
Yep.
Zion Moore, see if his head's calmed as Martin pulls up. Ironing out. Kovac the
good
rebound.
Hustle.
And Kovac.
Nice hustle. Good bucket.
That's his first bucket of the game. He had 16 in the opening meeting, averaging 9 per game, just under actually at 8+. As they're on the near side, Kovac and Martin collide, and I think they get a foul on Martin.
I don't like that call.
I thought you were going to get a tie up there. That's Quentin's second, 6th on Bell Vernon. 59-46 as Black.
Both teams will be in 1-1. Next foul.
Gallagher, right wing. Rodney Gallagher taken up, pulled up, and put home by Schwartzfeger. Make it 61-46. Now it's Martin left wing. Quentin Martin tosses it off to Zion. Zion pulls up, iron out. Rebound by Keandre DeShields. DeShields to Black. Black lofts it and lofted in by Keandre. 28 now for DeShields. Here comes Wade. Wade puts it up, ironing out. Rebound off the deflection. Schwartzfeger, Black back to DeShields. Keandre DeShields, 6:42 remaining in the fourth, is slowing down the game as DeShields. Now it's Gallagher. Gallagher to DeShields. Keandre skips it across. Schwartzfeger around left wing, driving right to Black off the glass and in.
That was a lucky bounce for Laurel Highlands there.
All LH to start the fourth quarter. Kovac, right side, kicks it to Martin. Quinton Martin pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound ripped back away by Martin, but thrown right into the body of Black. Now to Shields, 6:08 remaining here in the fourth. Taken by Rodney Gallagher for three. Got it! Gallagher again.
I think that's a dagger there.
25 for Gallagher, 28 for the Shields, and a timeout for Bell Vernon.
22-point lead with 5:56 remaining is going to be hard to overcome.
Bell Vernon finally looked like they got back to playing their game in the third quarter. It's just been tough sledding here this evening for Bell Vernon through the majority, as Laurel Highlands on the road has been dominant once again. Just 2 losses this season for Laurel Highlands. One to Lincoln Park. They were leading after 3 in that game, lost at 70-66. A double overtime loss to Uniontown, and they'll have another test tomorrow when they take on South Allegheny. As we'll have coverage of that one for you here on MVI Live between the Mustangs and the Gladiators.
We're talking about 3 of the top teams in 4A right there: South Allegheny, Lincoln Park, and Laurel Highlands. And I'll tell you what, Uniontown is for real.
They are extremely well-versed up and down their lineup, as Grooms, Winfrey, Wallace, I mean, just go on and on. That is a very talented team. McLee.
Kadrian McLee, yeah.
Yeah, Braxton.
Braxton was the star last year at Albert Gallatin.
And Alley's added to an already talented Uniontown bunch, making them the top dogs in the section thus far. There's Wade, Alonzo, right side, Wade fouled. As Alonzo Wade will go to the line to shoot 2.
He has to knock these down.
Goes against Schwartzfager, his first.
Mustang foul number 12.
Alonzo 0 for 2, 10 points today for Wade.
Wade to the line for 2.
Ironing out Wade 0 for 3. Bell Vernon 7 for 14, 50% from the line as a team on the year. They're only shooting 58. As knocking down the back end is Wade, give him 11.
Oh, that's Bell Vernon basketball. He stepped over.
Gallagher not a fan of the call, seems a bit confused, but
I think that the guy was out of bounds, threw it into Rodney to take it out, but Rodney was in bounds when the guy was out of bounds and threw it into him.
as Quinton Martin makes them pay, he's up to 18. As a Hail Mary pass to Bullish, and another block by Tommy Davis, but right to Black, and Martin joins the block party off of Black and out.
Great play by Martin. He went up, got the block, came down, grabbed the ball, and threw it off of him. Nice play there.
Here comes Zion Moore into the front court. Zion, right wing, Moore driving, Moore. That one knocked out by Schwartzfager off of Moore and out. That was a big possession for Bell Vernon, and they got nothing. In the press, here's Bullish off the inbound from Gallagher. Rodney gets it right back. Rodney Gallagher, top of the key. Gallagher, bounce pass out to Keandre to Shields. The Shields pedaling backwards. Now it's Gallagher. Gallagher guarded by Kovac. Joining with Zion Moore. Gallagher to an open to Shields. Keandre left wing, skips it to Bullish. That's a big game of keep away played by the Mustangs till now as Gallagher down the lane, no good. Rebound Davis off to Kovac. Kovac stops up, needs help. Kovac and
calls timeout. Yep.
As Kovac didn't want to lose possession as he got trapped up on the far side. 4:41 remaining in the fourth, 68-49. Laurel Highlands leading Bell Vernon.
19 points is going to be hard to overcome here. But I'll tell you what, Laurel Highlands is just going to spread it out and try to take it to the hole. If not, they're going to waste as much time as they could possibly waste.
Yeah, it's basically, we have an open look, we take it. If not, it's kill clock kind of how we see South Allegheny, a team we're used to watching play, how they do it. Again, that will be Laurel Highlands matchup tomorrow.
Well, if they can get anybody else to get the ball other than Rodney Gallagher and Keandre DeShields, they might want to think about following that player.
Yeah, absolutely. Gallagher has been red hot from the stripe today. 4 for 4 to Shields. Has just one miss. As there's Martin driving right at Kavanaugh, stripped away and out, but the possession stays with Bell Vernon. Martin to Wade off the inbound. Alonzo Wade up to 13. As a steal by Zion, but steps on the boundary. Great hustle by Zion Moore, just unable to keep his feet in bounds long enough.
Looks like Keandre DeShields and Quentin Martin are having a good time here.
Martin trying to say touch Keandre. It did not with 4:23 remaining in the fourth. 68-51 your score. Bell Vernon trailing Laurel Highlands here from Bell Vernon. Gallagher looking like his quarterback days, finds DeShields, and they find Paterts. As Keandre to 30. Zion to Kovac. Kovac for 3. That one looks off, it is. Rebound, grab down, and a dual possession arrow favors Bell Vernon.
4:10 left. Still a 19-point game.
Alonzo Wade to Martin, right wing. Martin back to Wade. Wade looks to drive. Wade stops up, pulls up, back iron out. Rebound by Kavanaugh. As back the other way comes DeShields. Keandre steps back. Keandre to Shields. Now guarded by Moore and Martin. Bullish left alone. Iron out. Rebound by Zion Moore. Moore hasn't scored this quarter. Zion fouled by DeShields, and Zion will shoot 1 and 1 from the line.
Mustang foul, number 1, DeShields, his second.
15 points for Zion Moore. Zion Moore, 400 plus points at Ringwood at 405 in his freshman season. 450. Now at 475 as a Bell Vernon Leopard. Adds another one there, 16 points. And Zion well on his way to what will be a 500-point season for the sophomore. 70-52, Laurel Highlands leading, 3:40 remaining in the fourth. DeShields into the front court, Keandre down low, Antoine Black back to DeShields. DeShields back to Bullish. As Bullish into double digits with 11.
That's what he had the first game.
Alonzo Wade, right wing. Wade gets the screen from Zion. Wade back to Martin. Quinton. Foul line backing down the Shields. Bullish, but stripped right to Polott, who rattles it home. First bucket of the game for Evan Polott. Almost a steal by Moore. Kavanaugh, Bullish left alone, and Bullish up to 13 from the right side. Now Zion to Wade. Wade works around Kavanaugh, up and a charge on Wade. Second charge on Alonzo Wade this evening.
Leopard foul, number 4, Wade, his third, team 7.
Kovac and Wade out. Wade and Lightfoot in. Alonzo very frustratedly going to the bench. Been a frustrating game besides the third quarter for Bell Vernon. As Black, Bell Vernon got within 10 points. Sits his 20 now. As there's DeShields right down Broadway, and he's fouled. Goes against Curdy Wade. That's Wade's first. Team 8th. Keandre DeShields, 30 points. 2 for 3 tonight from the line for the wide receiver commit to St. Francis University. As Laurel Highlands will send the troops back to the half-court line. Keandre DeShields. First free throws of the quarter, knocks it down. Keandre.
That's his first free throws of the second half, correct?
Second. Had an and one as well, as the Shields up to 31 points. 2 for 2 for Keandre DeShields, up to 32 for the senior. As Zion Moore pulls up, no good. Rebound, Diabre Lightfoot. Back to Zion. Now it's Martin. Martin to Moore. Moore left wing. Zion pulls the trigger. Iron out. Rebound again by Keandre DeShields. DeShields working on Martin. Stops up. 2:15 remaining in the fourth. As DeShields has it ripped away. Zion and Lightfoot team up. As Moore, no good. Martin can't put it back home. Now Lightfoot down low, Zion off the window and in.
4 for 2.
18 for Zion Moore, 56 for Bell Vernon. As underneath Kavanaugh stripped away by Pullout, Wade to Zion Moore. Moore drives, Moore puts it up, no good. And Gallagher will send Zion Moore to the line, where Zion is 4 for 6.
His second, team's 9.5.
8 for 15 tonight for Bell Vernon.
It's about their season average, right?
Right around is Zion Moore. He's been maybe the one bright spot
From
at
the
the free throw line. 75% on the year.
I think somebody else went 2 for 2, didn't they? Tommy Davis, maybe? Maybe that was the JV game.
Curdy had a 2 for 2
Okay.
stat in this one.
Right.
As Zion goes 1 for 2 there. 19 points for Zion Moore.
And Bell Vernon is waving the white flag.
Galani and Bellissimo in for the Leopards.
Galani, Bellissimo join Pullout, Wade, and Lightfoot here in the fourth. As Keandre DeShields and the LH starters remain on the floor. DeShields up and in. 34-point performance for Keandre DeShields. Now it's taken by Lightfoot into the hands of Coach Dana Zychek on the near side. Nowhere near Johnny Bellissimo. As Krisner, Bittner, Schwartzfeger, Layton, and Koffler all on the floor for Laurel Highlands. They keep their section championship hopes alive with a win here this evening. 128 away from capping that off.
Schwarzenegger in for the Mustangs.
Well, it'll be very interesting to see what they do with South Allegheny tomorrow. That's going to be a telltale sign of what it's going to look like for playoff Laurel Highlands.
As Krisner no good, and talking to the LH bench boss, he said zero thought about that game till this game ends. Maybe some thought about it now in the final minute, up by a big margin. As Galani drives in, right hand no good. Johnny Bellissimo off the window, and Lightfoot off the putback, puts it home. 3 points for Diabre Lightfoot, 78-58, 20-point lead here with 46 seconds remaining. As up top, that's Koffler, swings it over to Krisner, almost taken away. That was by Wade, as Krisner can't get it to fall. Rebound by Curdy Wade, or make that Diabre Lightfoot. Lightfoot, now Galani.
I'll tell you what, we may see big changes for the rest of the season with this Bell Vernon squad.
Won't be surprised if Davis enters that starting lineup.
I won't be surprised of a few things. I won't be surprised if he enters the starting lineup. I won't be surprised if Joe Salvino doesn't go to his bench a little bit more during the game.
As 16 seconds away, as Krisner will dribble it out, and Laurel Highlands keeps the winning ways alive against the Bell Vernon Leopards. It's now 1, 2, 3 in a row for LH against Bell Vernon. 78-59 your final score, as the Mustangs dominate every quarter but the third. And that was enough. Keandre DeShields had 34 points, 25 for Gallagher and 13 for Mason Bullish. Moore has 19, 18 for Martin, 13 for Wade, for the Bell Vernon Leopards. 78-59 your final as Laurel Highlands absolutely dominant here this evening on the road at Bell Vernon. Bell Vernon, they'll be back in action next game against Albert Gallatin on the road on the 7th. For Laurel Highlands, their next game, they will take on South Allegheny tomorrow at Swickley Academy. We'll be up there for that one here on MVI Live. As 78-59 your final score, and Keandre DeShields dominating performance, 21 points in the second half for Keandre DeShields.
He shot a high percentage in that game too. I mean, it wasn't like he was gunning. He plays ball. He's a great basketball player.
As Keandre DeShields and Rodney Gallagher do what they do, keeping Bell Vernon down to just 59 points, a 65.4% season points per game season average, well below that here this evening, giving up only 58 per game. The Leopards gave up much more than that here tonight as well, 78, and that's been a big issue for Bell Vernon this season, has been their defense. 78-59 your final score. Final numbers one final time. 34 for Keandre DeShields, 25 for Gallagher, 13 for Bullish, as those three led the way for Laurel Highlands, who is now 16-2, 7-1 inside the section. For Bell Vernon, now 9-10, 4-4 in section play. 19 for Zion Moore, 18 for Quinton Martin, and 13 for Elonzo Wade. Bell Vernon, again, now 9-10, 4-4 in section play. Their next game will be Tuesday against Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands, we'll see them tomorrow when they take on South Allegheny right here on MVI Live. But until tomorrow, on behalf of Naz Victoria, I'm Alex Lyon saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.